All right, we're back. The moment you've all been waiting for. I have to change docs. We're talking NFL.
You're not even ready for it?
I am always ready.
Before we go, make sure you follow us at PSO Sports 1 on Twitter and Instagram.
That
and
was
then
rude.
Pointless Sports Opinions on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. That's what you get for cutting me out when I was singing on the last one.
You can sing as much as you want.
You cut me out. I was about to hit the chorus. It was going to be beautiful.
Go ahead, put it in here and I'll cut it out.
It's fine.
All right, are you sure?
We're talking NFL.
Hell yeah, Phil. Yeah, we're talking. Some
The Rams and the Saints.
A fantastic,
amazing
weekend of football. I might add. Two fantastic games.
Fantastic.
I was glued to my
Fantastic.
TV for 8 straight hours, and it was glorious.
I missed the Rams and Saints games.
That's a shame.
It was.
Why did you miss it?
I was working, big dog.
How do you not get off for this?
Oh, I got
This
off.
is once a year. Once a year this happens.
Listen,
you gonna work through the Super Bowl?
You tell little Mary Beth across the street that she needs to quit getting 20 of her best friends to come into the Tow Depot, and then maybe I could watch.
Tell Mary Beth to go watch some damn football. That's what you need to
Big
tell
shout
her.
out to my manager though, Tammy. She did let me leave early to watch the Pats and Chiefs game.
Nice.
She took over a group of 23 that was coming in at 3 o'clock.
Not early enough.
No, but still.
Rams Saints. Oh, the game that wasn't. To start it off, the Rams couldn't hear for the first quarter, probably. They couldn't hear anything.
That Superdome's going nuts, man.
They were in all sort. They were melting down almost. Jared Goff looked like he's never played in the Superdome before, which he has, I think. Yeah, they played there this year.
Jared Goff looks like Jared Goff has looked the past 4 or 5 weeks.
He played well. Just
he did okay.
Not in the first quarter. They couldn't hear anything. And then, the Saints could have gone up 14-0.
Yeah.
At least, minimum, after this quarter. But they kicked the field goal first drive, and then they forced that pick. And then they kicked another field goal. They went 3 and out from like the 15-yard line, and they kicked another field goal. So immediately, like you just got this feeling like, ooh, they're leaving a lot of points on the board.
Breeze was looking subpar.
They've had like 2 or 3 possessions, and they had 6 points. And you're just like, ooh,
When you're at the 15,
it makes you feel weird.
Yeah, when you're at the 15, you can't do that.
And then Goff kind of pulled it together. The offense kind of pulled it together. And Gurley had 2 huge drops. The first half just wasn't good for the Rams. Wasn't good. They pulled it together right at the end. They scored right before the half with CJ in most of the game. CJ Tolbert, as we call him.
Yeah, the chunky monkey.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Like, I don't know. It was a great game.
He's damn bowling ball.
Yeah, and then the Rams.
That's unbelievable. He's been on 4 teams this year, and he's just...
I think 3.
And he's doing better than an MVP candidate.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with Todd.
I think he's got to be hurt.
I don't think he's hurt.
I think he's hurt.
Maybe.
I think he's hurt.
Maybe they're covering it up.
They're covering it up. I'm telling you, there's no way.
I'm saying maybe they're covering him sucking up by saying he's hurt.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Give him 2 weeks and see what he does on the bike.
You did see him on the bike, so.
Yeah, he's on the bike the whole time while freaking C.J. Anderson's putting on a damn show.
But he started the game, and he had 2 drops, and then you didn't see him again. So, I don't know. Sean McVay had some calls in this game, too. The Josh Reynolds, it was like it wasn't like a triple option, but it was like a play action to 2 guys, and then he handed it to Josh Reynolds, and he just bursted up the sideline. Sean McVay put on a show. But then what everybody wants to talk about is the call.
Jesus.
Probably the worst call in modern football history, or non-call.
Since the tuck rule.
Yeah. Well, dude, like...
That was bad.
You could have put a 5-year-old in front of the TV and explained to them the rules of football and be like, oh, that's not allowed.
Why would you talk to a 5-year-old like that? That's degrading to a 5-year-old.
No, that's what the 5-year-old, that's how they talk.
Be like, that's not allowed.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
What if he's just not all there? What if he's not the smartest kid?
What if he just got hit like freaking on that play?
Like Tommy Lee Lewis? What's his name? I think that's his name,
Tommy Lee Jones.
But every single ref was looking at it. Every single one. And none of them even thought about throwing the flag. It was amazing. Like, and even after the game, Roby Coleman was like, yeah, the football guys let me get away with one. Sean Payton's like, I just got off the phone with the league. They said they screwed it up. And it's just...
Michael Thomas called the president.
If they get that first down or they get that penalty, the game is over. The game ends.
Yeah.
There's under a minute left, and they could run out the clock. The game is over. And they screwed it up. It's just, it's so big.
It's horrible.
And now, the Saints didn't lose this game because of this call. I mean, not solely because of this call. But
Breeze wasn't playing.
Breeze, the arm strength, not there.
It's dipping, dude.
Yeah, not there.
What I tell you,
that's why that ball was floating like that. It's just, and then the pick, the one that went straight up in the air. Granted, he got hit, but good lord. And then, oh man, overtime.
What I tell you, coming in this year, told you.
Yeah, but he had a good year.
Yeah, he had a good first half.
He's gonna get MVP votes.
Yeah, good first half.
The arm strength wasn't there for Drew, and
the last 4 games and then 6 if you include the playoffs.
Pretty prevalent.
It's poopy.
Yeah, subpar to say the least. And then they couldn't run the ball.
It all came out of nowhere on Peyton Manning too.
Well, yeah.
He threw 40 touchdowns. Next year he threw freaking 8.
Yeah, had like 8 touchdowns and how many picks? Oh my!
Actually, there's 9 touchdowns, 17 picks.
Why do you have it memorized?
Because I don't like Peyton Manning.
Oh,
and I love remembering that year.
Why? Because Peyton Manning's better than Brett Favre?
He's got a big head.
Is that why you don't like him?
Yeah. No. What are you doing to me?
I dropped the thing.
Quit playing with the balls.
I have to play with something, okay?
I have to play with something.
But I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. They just missed the call. And then in overtime, they couldn't do anything. The Rams got the pick. And then it was over from there.
Yeah.
Greg Zuerlein kicked
49-yard field goal.
49? It's 57, big dog.
49 plus 8.
57. Would have been good from 70.
Damn.
That shit hit the net. Seriously. It was a strike. It would have been good from
You're
70.
You're in the damn dome. I hope you can. There's no wind.
Greg freaking Zuerlein
The Saints should have did the Pepsi thing and opened up all the Pepsis.
Yeah.
I hate that damn commercial. Ron Rivera, stupid ass, is sitting there
with Riverboat Ron.
Yeah, I hate that commercial. It's so stupid. What are they doing now? Oh, they're all being
They're
dumb
icing
as
the
shit.
kicker. Great commercial.
They should have
done it. I don't think it would have mattered.
No, Greg the leg would have kicked
that
it 80
shit would have
yards.
went in a snowstorm. My lord,
I don't know about that.
That kick was one of the craziest kicks I've ever seen. It really was.
He's been doing this for years.
He could have made that from... It literally would have went in from 70. It hit the net, hit the back of the net. From 57 yards.
That's easy money for Greg.
For young Jeezy, that's pretty easy. You like that?
Look at that.
Then I guess we can move on to the next one. Pat's cheat. Do you have anything else for that?
No.
Well, you didn't watch it, so you didn't help me out very much there.
Sorry.
Goddamn Doe Depot.
We start making some damn money on this pod. I won't ever see the Doe Depot again.
And Luke's got. See,
Yeah,
you hear that? Luke's got all the damn money.
pocketing the money.
He's like, if we start making all this money, it's hooked up to his
Luke's
damn
like, I was
PayPal
streaming
account.
last night on Twitch and I made over $5,000.
It's going straight into the PayPal.
Why do you think he hasn't worked at JC in a long time?
Oh man, and he's not going to school.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's why he dropped out of school, because he's making all the money off the pod. He's keeping it. Soon Luke's gonna be like, yeah, I'm moving out. I got my own place.
Me and you were like,
I
what
don't
the
have a
hell? The podcast studio's staying here, though. We'll be like,
All right.
All right, Pats Chiefs. This was the better game of the two, I think.
Oh, yeah, by
This game
far.
was awesome.
The first half was kind of slow.
First half was slow because Mahomes didn't play well in the
He was
first half.
missing a lot of throws.
At one point, he was like, I forgot he completed 6 passes. That's what I remember. And he had 124 yards.
Dude, he's insane.
Dude, he's insane.
Insane.
And I don't know. The first half wasn't good for them. See, my uncle kept making fun of me because he doesn't like when I question stuff. But my whole thing was the Chiefs won the coin toss.
Yeah.
They're the highest scoring first quarter team in recent football history. And they hand the ball to Tom Brady.
Who just scored 48 points in the week before.
Well, I guess they didn't. They deferred, right? So the Patriots are like, all right, we'll take the ball. We'll get out ahead of the best offense in football. And they do. And then by some stroke of Jesus, the one time their defense bailed them out in this game, they got a pick in the end zone. In the end zone.
By a big man, too.
That would have been...
defensive lineman. That was a good jump.
That would have been... And then they come out of the first quarter.
That would have been 14-0, wasn't it?
Would have been 14-0. The Chiefs had the ball once. It's like you're watching the game against the Chargers all over again. It's the same thing. And they had one possession in the first quarter. I think they had three or four possessions in the whole half.
Yeah.
And they were just playing Patriot football. Like they were just draining the clock, running down the field, dink and dunk. Then they score. And of course, Michelle had another monster game.
Unbelievable. That kid's going nuts this year.
He's doing well. And I think you can run on the Chiefs. You can do anything on the Chiefs.
I mean, bottom 25 defense.
They were Swiss cheese the whole game, pretty much.
Well, I mean, to their credit, I mean, that offensive line for the Pats has always been unbelievable.
I guess.
It's insane.
Your defense is bad against everybody, except the Colts.
But, I mean, the Chargers weren't getting to Brady either.
Yeah.
You know, like that line's good. It's hard to cover somebody.
Brady don't even need a line, to be honest.
No,
he gets the ball out so damn quick.
Yeah, dropped it back and throw it in 2 seconds.
But yeah, then it was 7-0. Brady throws that pick. Huge play there. They didn't score off it or anything.
No, I think they went 3. Or didn't they go 3-0?
I don't remember. They didn't do crap in the first half. They come out in the second half, score right away. Mahomes going nuts. Played an amazing half of football the second half. He wasn't perfect by any means, but he was way better in the second half. He was the only reason they were in the game. They scored 31 in the second half. And did they score in the first half? What was the score in the first half?
It was 34-31 Pats won, so.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. 31 in the second half. And yeah, he was amazing. And then the Chiefs defense was just bad. They couldn't get a stop.
They scored a touchdown, didn't they?
What?
At the end of the game?
Who?
Or did Gostowski kick it? The Pats.
What are you talking about?
The end of the game.
Yeah, they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, okay. Then it wasn't 34. It was
whatever. The Pats won.
The Pats won by a lot.
And they covered.
Or not by a lot.
The Rex Burkhead touchdown brought it over the top, but I don't know. And then the Chiefs defense, the roughing the passer call, the D Ford offsides.
God, that was freaking atrocious. That was game.
That was game.
That was game.
They go to the Super Bowl on that.
Yeah, that was damn game.
Yeah.
And he was in the neutral zone.
He lined up there.
They didn't get a hard count on his ass or anything. He was standing in the neutral zone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a horrendous
Nobody
mistake.
talked about that.
Yeah.
All they talked about is that roughing the passer call. But guess what?
Yeah, they fired their D coordinator today. Let me just tell you, it's not his. Their defense was bad, but it's not his fault that.
I don't think you got to make chicken salad out of chicken shit with that defense.
Yeah, and oh man, and then Grady Jarrett got hurt for a minute.
There was a play. The Pats had. Are you okay?
I dropped it. It's fine.
The Pats had Gronkowski 1-on-1 with a corner or something, and they threw it up to him, and Gronk was literally like. The dude had his freaking arm. He was pulling on him. Like, it was blatant pass interference and it wasn't called.
Yeah, the officiating this weekend was.
I think they just kept the whistle in their pocket, and then whenever they did call it, they called some weak shit.
It's just remarkable. And then they called the awful roughing the passer and.
Yeah, where grazed his helmet.
And then, Brady does what Brady does. He scores with 2 minutes left. But then guess what? They leave 30 seconds on the clock. Mahomes comes down.
Drives down the field. That was insane.
They get the field goal, and we're going to OT. And then, here's what I want to ask you.
They had one timeout in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he drove down the field.
Yeah, it's Patty Mahomes for you. And I knew they scored too early, too. The Chiefs scored with 2:03.
I made a tweet about it. I tweeted it.
2:03 left.
I said 2 minutes. The ball in. I said it's Super Bowl. The Patriots
Do you think they let him score there?
The line. It was
I don't know why that's not done more.
Parting the Red Sea.
Especially in like a game like that.
Yeah, let them score.
Yeah.
They're going to. It's Tom Brady.
Like with 40 seconds left, or with a minute left, just let the Pats, just let them score. Yeah. And then you could worry about it on your own end. But
Jason Whitlock was saying today that Julian Edelman is more valuable than Odell Beckham and Antonio Brown at wide receiver.
Yikes. He was really good though.
Yeah, and he's got like the most postseason yards out of active players or something by far.
Makes sense.
He plays 6. Yeah,
it's their 4th Super Bowl in 5 years.
He's played 6-7 more games than both those guys.
Yeah. Does Odell have? He's probably how many postseason games has he played?
0 or maybe 1.
I think he's played 1 or 2.
His rookie season maybe.
But then overtime happens. The Patriots win the toss, and that's it. That's all she wrote.
And people bitched up a storm that we need to change the overtime.
Well, yeah, I want to ask you that. Brady, first of all, Brady was remarkable in overtime. He would just crap on
fair.
1st and 10, incomplete. 2nd and 10, incomplete. 3rd and 10, completion to Edelman over the middle.
They converted.
I was like, what? 3 3rd and 10s.
Yeah.
I said it with the people I was watching. I was like, he just wants it to be 3rd down. He's just screwing with us. Just like when he came back 28-3. He's just screwing with all of us. He just wants to see what he could do.
I love they did that. They showed a picture of him when there was 2 minutes left and the Chiefs scored. And they like showed a picture of him. He's just sitting on the bench with that giant jacket. He didn't even give a shit.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, thanks. He left me 2 minutes and the 2-minute warning.
yeah, he was big chilling. And then the Pats scored. Got the Rex Burkhead touchdown. Easy money. Brady sends out the Instagram. That was awesome. He was like smiling with Gronk.
Yeah.
He's getting older and he's getting better.
Gronk had a couple crucial plays, crucial catches in that game. Yeah, I didn't think he'd be.
Yeah, that's actually what set up the touchdown. He had a great game.
He did.
His best game all year.
Like 60-something yards.
This is his best game all year. That really pulled him out for that one.
Yeah, he blocks well.
Thank God.
Really well.
He's plus 4,000 to win Super Bowl MVP.
Who?
Gronk.
Really?
4,000. 4,000.
Jeez.
4,000. That means Vegas doesn't see a world where Gronk catches 3 touchdowns. Like that's just crazy to me.
I think Gronk needs to call it quits.
I think he might be done if they win the Super Bowl. I think he might be done.
He's
He's got 1 more year on the deal, though.
Yeah,
So we'll see. But that's what I want to ask you. So do you think the OT rules should stay how they are?
I think with the regular season, they need to change that.
What?
The regular season with the ties and stuff. What is it? 15 minutes? It's just another quarter.
Just 1 overtime period.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't like the tie in the regular season, but when it comes to postseason, I think it's fine. You know, they already changed it once with the field goal. Because remember back in the day when it was, if you win the coin toss and you drive
25 yards,
25 yards to kick a field goal.
But the thing is, everybody wants both teams to get the ball.
Yeah,
like in college
football, but
they start at the 25 and they just play.
Which I think that's cool, but I don't think the NFL will ever do it.
I'm not super pissed about the overtime rule. Would it have added to the awesomeness of the game to see Patrick Mahomes try to come back and score? Yeah. Like it would have. But I don't know. I'm not going to be mad if they don't change it. They're going to look at it. And they're going to look at whether they should have to review pass interference calls. Why wouldn't they just look at, I don't know, reviewing flags? I guess that just opens up a can of worms.
You know how freaking... This is going to lead to so much shit.
Yeah.
That pass interference.
It has to, though. What can you do about it?
The last, 2 minutes of a game now is going to take 20.
Or it might be that you can, throw a challenge flag for a pass interference in the last 2 minutes of a game or something.
And then what can you judge from a pass interference?
What do you mean?
What can you... I mean, obviously the Rams and Saints was pretty obvious.
You could have flipped that easily.
Yeah, but some dude barely tugging on an arm, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, no, it's going to be like that. But it might have to be, because if these mother effers miss calls like this, the wrong team is in the Super Bowl right now.
That's true.
Dead ass. The game's going to go how it goes. The Saints did not play perfectly. Yeah. The Rams were probably the better team, but the Saints should have won the game.
Yeah.
That should have been pass interference or unnecessary roughness or a defenseless receiver. You could have called 5 things. They didn't call 1. It's just bad. It's just really
targeting.
bad.
Can you call targeting, probably?
And I don't know. You have to do something about it. So, and then there's... Did you see all the article, whatever, rule, page, whatever, how Goodell can flip the result or say they need to replay the game?
That's not going to happen.
No, it won't happen. No. That's screwed up.
I don't. Why is that a thing?
That maniac has the power to do that. That's not good.
Honestly, if he saw it as a money opportunity, I can see him doing it.
If he's like, oh, where's he? Like, say he's from New Orleans. Like, oh yeah, I'll flip it. Like, that's screwed up. You should not be allowed to do that.
I don't know why that's
There's checks and balances for a reason. Like, that's messed up.
He's a dictator, man.
Is there any more debate on the GOAT? No.
9 Super Bowl.
9 Super Bowls, more than like 10 other franchises.
He's
combined.
won 5. He could get to Jordan 6.
Probably going to get 6.
I mean, I hope he gets 6.
I think they're going to win.
And I don't even like the Patriots.
How do they lose?
C.J. Anderson finds big holes in the defense.
I don't know. Bill Belichick's got 2 weeks. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. No. You could put together the best players in the NFL. You give Bill Belichick 2 weeks, he's probably going to figure out how to beat you. Like,
I mean, at the same time, though, I didn't think the Giants would beat the Patriots.
You're right. You never expect it to happen. You didn't think Nick Foles was going to beat him either.
Exactly. So, I mean, Super Bowl goes either way. Jared Goff could go out there and throw 5 touchdowns. You never know.
Yeah.
And he has more potential to do that than Foles did.
Well, maybe. Foles is good, I think.
Okay, well, back then he wasn't. It was Nick Foles. He was with the Rams? The only good season he had was with...
What do you mean?
I'm talking about before he won the Super Bowl.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah, like after the Super Bowl, that's whenever it's like, oh, man, Foles is pretty good. But before the Super Bowl was Nick Foles threw 5 touchdowns and 8 picks for the Rams. Nick Foles sucks balls.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw like 22 touchdowns and 1 pick with the Eagles, I think. But
we talked that about Jared Goff once.
Yeah, exactly. I gave you the stats. I could probably pull them up again.
You probably can.
You said Josh Rosen had a better season than him.
Because he did.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, proves your point. Josh Rosen MVP. Will Andy Reid ever make another Super Bowl? What do you mean?
Will he?
Of course he will.
Are you sure?
Patrick Mahomes isn't going to win a Super Bowl?
I'm just saying, this defense... You're telling me they're going to have equally as good a team again? You know how hard it is?
Maybe not next year, but Patrick Mahomes is winning a Super Bowl.
I hope you're 100% right.
If there is some bet out there that says Patrick Mahomes wins over under 2 Super Bowls, I would hit the over, and I put my life savings on it.
Over 2? You know how hard that is?
1.5 then. I think he wins 2. 1.5. Patrick Mahomes, dude.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't have 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but he's a diva. And he doesn't
You're telling me Patrick Mahomes, 3 years in, you know who wasn't a diva when he won the first Super Bowl? Aaron Rodgers. And then he got a mustache and a State Farm commercial and a hot girlfriend, and he thinks he's big shit.
No, Mahomes is...
I'm telling you, dude, it could change. Antonio Brown wasn't no diva when he came out of Eastern Michigan.
A wide receiver. Completely
changes,
irrelevant.
Man.
Completely irrelevant.
Phillip Rivers
got the Tom Brady talk after the game too. Tom Brady went in there and gave him some words of wisdom.
Listen, man, I gave you an ass whooping, but you're good. You're a good kid.
That's what dude. I bet you he told him, he's like, when I'm done, like, this is it. This is all you.
I hope so.
And he freaking knows that.
If Andy Reid deserves it.
Where do we put Patrick Mahomes right now? Is he the best quarterback in the league? I mean, besides Brady, or maybe is he better than? Like, just from raw skill?
I'd put him above Brady. I definitely put him above when it comes to... You got to factor in team. So I'd put him above Rodgers in Green Bay easily. So, yeah, I guess.
It's crazy.
I mean, you want to put Breeze in there? Breeze has shit the bed the past couple weeks. You want to put Goff in there? He did the same thing. Second half of the season, he was ass.
Andy Reid's going to make a Super Bowl. And I was very sad that we didn't get any Andy Reid specials because it was setting up for that.
Yeah.
It really was. They did score with 2:03 left, but there was a lot of penalties. The Patriots had a lot of penalties.
They had 1 timeout left in that 30-second drive that they had. I was waiting for Andy Reid just to blow it.
Yeah.
Do a running call with Damian Williams.
I would have been so happy to do this podcast and be like, Andy Reid sucks. But no, he did good. And
he did really good. That's my point.
They're a force to be reckoned with if they can pick up some defensive players. There's some really good defensive free agents too, and there's going to be guys that want to go there. I hope so. That's going to be the destination. And there's a guy by the name of Le'Veon Bell. That's
what this reminds me of?
Have some thoughts.
This reminds me of the early career of Brett Favre. It does.
Okay.
He had a good Packers team. Don't you give me that okay.
Well, I'm not.
He had a good Packers team. Defense was okay. Guess what they did? They got Reggie White. And then just put him over the edge.
Yeah.
That's all KC needs. Reggie White.
Reggie White. Bring him out of retirement. What's he doing these days?
Reggie White's dead.
Yeah. He's not going to help him
Reggie
too much.
White
You better find a
6
Reggie
feet
White.
under. He's hanging out with the Undertaker.
You better find a Reggie White. Rams Pats. How much do we want to talk about this? Because we have another podcast next week. And there's going to be no football.
I don't know. Oh shit! I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Let's save this.
No, I think we do it. Let's just do it. Because we could talk about like props and stuff next week. We could talk about fun.
We could talk about the Pro Bowl the whole time.
Yeah.
The skills challenge.
Yeah, happening.
And Honolulu.
Mahomes is going to the Pro Bowl.
Did you see that J.J. Watt high five 3 fans? Does that mean he's leaving the Texans?
They play dodgeball together.
Yeah, he threw a foam ball
Did you
at a
see
kid's face.
All the things are starting to come out how people are dropping out now. Like the next 12 players are in. Like Cooper and Amari Cooper made it. Dak Prescott made it.
Everybody's making the damn Pro Bowl now.
Kamara got in. He should have got in anyway. Like
they should do it like Madden, where it's just like a list.
Let me pull up the NFL's Instagram real quick because it really is ridiculous. Like
it's just for money.
This happens every year, and it's so. Does it make money? Do people go to that? Yes, go, but I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying money.
You don't see Drew Brees pooch kick a
Kamara made
extra
it.
point.
Dak and Cooper made it. Jared Cook made it. Deshaun Watson made it. Mitch Trubisky made it.
Ugh. That doesn't sound like a Pro Bowl.
That's all for now.
This is the mediocre
Well, you
bowl.
remember one year Jameis Winston got in, Teddy Bridgewater got in. Like,
oh my god, I do remember that.
Yeah, it's a joke. It really is.
They should do it like Madden, where it's just a list. The Pro Bowl this year, it's a list. They don't play a game.
This doesn't mean anything anymore. But the thing is, like, when
it never meant anything.
Well, when people when people are going to the Hall of Fame, we look at that. We consider how many Pro Bowls. Yeah, it's dumb. We shouldn't.
That's why you give it a list. I look at All-Star appearances for point guards or basketball players.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
There is a list.
I know, but you make a list instead of having a game. Yeah.
That's the All Pros.
Well, no, All Pros is like that's the top tier.
That's what we should consider.
You got 3 wide receivers for Pro Bowl, and then you got what, 1 for all first team.
Is there 1 or 2?
There might be 2.
There might be.
But I think you have 3 or 4 wide receivers,
and then 2 drop out, and then there's 2 more. And then,
yeah, it's stupid.
Just dumb.
And you got 3-4 quarterbacks. So.
But everybody likes it. Everybody likes it. All right, let's go. Quick predictions.
We'll
just brush by it real quick.
Sony Michel,
Rams Pats.
I think he could be the MVP. You might want to put money on that. Sony Michel, no,
maybe. He
had 2 rushing touchdowns last week.
Both the quarterbacks first, though.
Yeah, I mean, true, but man,
Jared Goff's probably got pretty decent odds.
I'm not going with the Rams. There's no way the Rams are winning this.
There's a way. You just made the case like 5 minutes ago.
I'm fine with myself. There's no way in hell.
There's a way.
Yeah, I mean that's a part of the NFL. It's all, shot in the dark. I
hope it's a good game. That's what I hope.
I think it will be
because we're due for a pretty shitty.
The Rams got a good offense. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, we haven't had one since the Denver.
Yeah.
Carolina.
And
fiasco.
And
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle, Denver.
Seattle, Denver. That was really bad.
Yeah, that was like 40-7 or whatever it was.
Carolina and Denver was good, wasn't it?
Not really.
Cam didn't dive on the ball.
Yeah, it was close, but it wasn't very.
Yeah, look how's your boy Cam doing now?
Very defensive.
He's a piece of shit.
He might miss the year.
The biggest thing he's done in the past 5 years since that was he got into a car accident. That's the only thing Cam Newton's done since that Super Bowl.
Jesus. All right, so who do you got? What are we doing here?
Okay, stop yelling at me. I think I got...
Nowhere did I yell.
I got Pats 41-38.
Oh, man. Big time.
Slobber knocker.
I'll take the Pats, too. I don't know the score. I haven't thought that much about it. Pats win another one. Brady wins another MVP. What if, Belichick and Brady, simultaneously retire?
That'd be pretty cool.
At the Super Bowl.
What the hell's the point after this one?
Winning more.
Just rubbing in everybody's face.
I mean, it's the most dominant sports run pretty much ever. They've had
somebody said this is comparable to Bill Russell in the 60s.
They won their first Super Bowl in 2001.
Yeah.
What year is it?
2019.
Yeah. That's 2 decades of dominance.
That's insane.
It's it's not correct. It's not right. It's like a glitch in the system that's happening.
9 times.
We can't figure it out how to beat the Patriots. It really is screwed up.
And everybody's trying to.
Everyone should hire Eli Manning. That's because he's the
I guess. Or
he'd
Tom.
probably be more useful to him, or
Tom
he'd probably be more useful to you than he is for the Giants right now. Anyway, I think the Pats are going to win. I just don't. They just have so much steam coming off that game, and the Rams slid in. But then again, they have 2 weeks, so.
And remember,
we'll see.
Tommy's too old.
I like the storylines, though.
Hogan's too slow.
I like the storylines. McVay, Belichick.
That's awesome.
I like
Good
it.
for you, Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Well, Josh Norman went on the Cowherd show and was just talking so much about McVay when he was like 27 and he was assistant in Washington. He's like, he would talk to Josh Norman, even though he was an offensive guy. He'd talk to Josh Norman and like get in his head and like ask him like what was working against him during practice, and he'd be like, "Oh, that didn't work." So Sean McVay would like tweak it, and Josh Norman would get burned. He'd be like, "What the hell? How the hell did you figure that out?"
That's funny.
I know, it was pretty cool.
And then Brady Goff, how the big age difference.
I didn't care about Brady Goff.
Brady's 9 years older than McVay.
Jeez. Oh my God. I didn't even realize that. That didn't even click in my head.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Andrew Whitworth is 37.
I did not know that.
Your head coach is 5 years younger than you.
Damn.
That's weird, man. That's weird. All right. Yeah, I'll take the Pats. All right. You got a final thought?
You got to go first.
Why? Oh, the promo? All right. So you said Rosen deserves 3 years, right?
Oh, did you get me a rebuttal?
Yeah, I'm just going to ask you if these guys deserve 3 years.
Oh my God!
That's all I'm going to ask.
You can go on the ones that
7-18 and 31 games started. 52% completion percentage, 18 touchdowns, 23 INTs. Had QBRs of 32.5 and 19.5.
Jameis?
Jamarcus Russell.
Oh!
Did he deserve 3 years?
Well, he also had a weight problem.
All right.
He had an attitude problem.
He was the first pick
Rosen
of the draft.
wasn't.
First pick of the draft in 2007. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that was
All right. 8th pick in the draft, 2011. 9-14 and 20.
Mark Sanchez.
9-14 in 23 games. 57.5% completion percentage. QBRs, career QBRs of 66, 42, 58, 43.
He played for. Did he play for the Vikings? Was it?
No.
No,
It's not Ponder.
Ponder. That's who I thought it was.
It's Jake Locker. Did he deserve 3 years?
Oh, that was a bad system.
Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Jake
This
Locker,
guy-
he
this
wasn't
guy's-
even that good.
this guy's
Coming out
still-
of Washington,
8th pick in the draft.
he had a power arm. That was it.
He got picked higher than Rosen.
Well, congratulations! If
Eighth
this
pick.
was the top draft year for quarterback.
This guy's still in the league.
Okay.
1-3 in 4 games started.
Okay.
Has a 61% completion percentage, 23.3 and 33.1 QBRs.
He went 1-3. What were they? Spot
26th pick in the draft, first round.
26th.
Yeah.
Doing that. No.
Paxton Lynch.
Oh man.
Does he deserve 3 years? He didn't deserve half a season.
He can't throw the damn ball.
He didn't deserve half
Rosen
a season.
can throw the ball.
All right, 2014, 3rd pick in the draft.
How many do you have?
Yeah, there's a
Jeez,
lot.
I'm proud of you.
2014, 3rd pick in the draft, 24 and 49 in 73 games.
Third pick.
3rd pick in the draft. You know who this is. 59.3% completion. Has QBRs of 26,
Sanchez?
51, 42, 59, and 41.
Sanchez?
Think harder.
Who is it?
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Third pick.
Yeah. 3rd pick. Blake Bortles.
They gave him 3 years. They
Yeah,
gave
did
him
he
4-year
deserve it?
contract.
Did he deserve it?
That was a bad year for quarterbacks.
All right, we can. All right, I got 2 more here.
How many? Jeez,
I'm
man.
gonna cut some out. All right.
You're trying to go at my heart.
2014 again, 22nd pick. 2-6 in 8 games started, 57% completion percentage, 7 touchdowns, 7 picks, QBRs of,
Pretty decent.
of 7. 7. That's 1 digit. 7 and 54.
Is this why you asked what I liked more? Was QBR? Or
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now it
Who's
makes
that
sense.
one? Did
No
he
idea.
deserve 3 years? Johnny Manziel. Can't make it in the CFL right now. All right, last one.
It's why you give him 3 years. You figure this out.
Last one. 2010, 25th pick in the first round. 8-6 in 14 games as a QB. 47.9 completion percentage. Has QBRs of 63, 39, and 25.
Who?
I'll give you a hint. He changed sports. His name's Tim Tebow.
Oh man.
I don't think Timmy Tebow deserved 3 years as a starting quarterback in the league.
Tim Tebow couldn't throw.
Ed Reed went on Colin Cowherd
couldn't throw
and
the
said they had to
football.
go easy on him in practice because he kept throwing picks.
Locker, Locker was...
Always everybody needs insurance. That's all my point is. Go ahead.
Take a look at Tennessee now. What do they got?
Marcus?
They got a first overall pick and a quarterback. Take a look at Cleveland. What'd they get?
What are you saying?
Don't waste it on if they would have
Mariota stinks.
Well, he's got a 3-year window.
Yeah, well, we found out. Guess what? He stinks.
And then we'll reset it again.
You know,
look at the Browns. The Browns, if they would have got a quarterback instead of Myles Garrett.
The Browns 10 years, 20 years of their franchise history, they found one quarterback. Because they don't draft them enough.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. They don't draft enough quarterbacks. Go ahead.
All right. My final thought.
Should I leave the room for this?
If you want to.
Are you going to flip the table?
I don't know. It depends on how much heat I got. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, January 27th, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk around the wrestling community. People have been asking me what I'm going to do to Brandon Hubbard. Let me tell you all right now, that man is not going to leave walking. I'm going to beat the candy ass off that man, and he's not going to be able to walk. He's not. He's not. He said he's going to drop down to 150 pounds, but let me tell you something. He's not going to drop to 150 pounds. I may beat it off him, but he ain't dropping to 150 pounds. And let me also tell every single one of you that have been doubting me, especially that little piece of shit on the couch over there. Guess what he said? He said, Chase, there's no way in hell you're lifting Brandon Hubbard. I'm telling you all right now, I'm slamming his ass. And not only am I slamming his ass, I'm going to slam him on the chair, and I'm going to walk out with my belt because I'm the champ. And on January 27th, on PWO, on YouTube, you all are going to see it. You may not see it live. You may see it edited. But guess what you're going to see edited? Just fast forward to the end. That's all you need to see because I'm already holding that damn belt.
Watch the video. Don't fast forward to the end.
That's all I got to say. Spread the word.
Spread it.